Wow. Okay, so I just recorded 26 minutes, and somehow, as the Mac goes to sleep, the screen, the voice recording app just loses all of the audio. It's just gone, disappearing. It went back to me saying test, test at the beginning for 4 seconds. It just turned into a 4 second clip of that. So I'm mad right now. But we're just going to get to the gist of it. I wrote this earlier today, May 5th, 2022. Why does Caleb matter to you? And Caleb is my brother. This is what I wrote in response. He is my greatest enemy, the Cain to my Abel, or vice versa. I don't know how to beat him in this game, so that's why I need him to be my ally. Two quote unquote gods, putting our differences aside in the light / awareness of a common enemy. Second bullet point. He is one of my best friends. We understand each other better than either of us realize, I think. He certainly understands me better than anyone else ever could. We can be like the capital B brothers of old. Parentheses. Zeus in all of his and all of his tribe, the Egyptian lineage, any of the quote unquote inbreeders, and then there's some of those like Nietzschean lines that he does in his writing, like the triple dash, whatever, to separate your thought from your other thought. So I did. Oh, fuck. Never mind. So I did that and wrote, you get my point. Those that understand are my brothers and sisters. Those were both with a lowercase, B and S. But my brothers and sister, both capitalized, are those that understand me. Third bullet point. This may be confusing for you, but at this point, I've decided to come forward in the narrative. It's me and you now, brother. And we're going to change the world. And I wrote that as a capital B because this is supposed to be a letter to my brother that I may or may not give to him. Maybe he can just listen to what I said on here. I don't know. Continuing. I've just solved the quote-unquote religion problem. Print dash dash dash. Literally yesterday. And then I added by myself. It's replaced with an understanding. Then I pointed out one I created. So, I've been meaning to finish this letter by the end of today. And I think picking it up on here from where I left off on paper is a pretty solid way to do that. So, this is pretty much what I said at the end of my 26-minute recording that just disappeared. If you want to be a part of this new understanding, there is one thing that you need to do. You need to be aware of who you are. That's the one thing you need to do. And then, once you do that, you can be a part of this understanding and signify that by repeating, I understand. And you'll mean it. And everybody will. Started working at Olive Garden, being a server, part-time. That's my first time doing any serving, getting tips. It's so fucking fun, especially at Olive Garden. It seems like it's a very good place to work. Like, they know their shit. At least my managers do. And it seems like it's instilled in the company by Darden. I don't know what Darden is. I want to do some research. I want to do some research on the company Darden because it seems like they own a lot of shit. They're a good restaurant to work for and learn from, it seems. I wonder if they are doing good things in this world with their large amounts of money. Because there's got to be people out there that do that, right? That you actually use their money for good? It's not just people trying to use money to exploit others and make more money, right? It's not just that. It can't be. There's got to be some people with a shit ton of money that still want to use it for good. Right? Do you all create self portraits during your day? So right now I'm trying to paint a self portrait. That's my idea going into this canvas I bought at the store. 30 by 40. Painting. Watercolors. Cheap shit. But it's super nice. Relaxing. I'm loving it. But I think there's other ways to create a self portrait as well. Like the way you present yourself to others, the way you talk. Well, pretty much everything you do is in accordance with whatever you're trying to make your self-portrait appear as. But a self-portrait is exactly that. It's a creation of our own that we made for others. We make our self-portraits for others to see, think about, Yeah. Self-portraits are constantly being made. We create them daily. Because we get to change them as well. None of it is set in stone, but that would be cool to do. You know, make a sculpture of yourself in stone. Is that just a little too? Is that just a little too much? Maybe saying it makes me think that might just be a little bit too much for me to make a sculpture out of stone of me. But I think that would be cool as fuck. It might just happen someday. So, does everybody know about the USA Rail Pass? Because this is a steal. A goddamn steal. Let me sell it to you real quick. Don't you want to see all the fucking places we've destroyed over the past 200 years? In 30 days? Because with the USA Rail Pass, you have 10 entrances onto a train and 10 exits in the span of 30 days. Like, you have to use those 10 in 30 days. So that's 1 month of traveling. Like 2-3 days in each place. For $500. $500. And for me, honestly, I know I'm gonna see some crazy shit. I know I'm gonna probably find some things I'm not supposed to. See things I'm not supposed to. I know there's a lot. But what I'm most excited for is getting to meet the people that live in these places that I'm going to visit. Because where we live really does develop who we are. Where I live is a very interesting location. I think that's probably something I shouldn't talk about. I mean, is it unnecessary for people to know where you are? Because I think everybody that I should be worried about having my location already has it. They know everything about me. So I don't think I'd be worried saying it to whoever else wants to listen and have it. I don't know. Okay, I found this engraved in stone today. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? And Jesus said to him, You shall love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. Matthew 22:36-40. Donated by neighbors who love, quote unquote, God's country and its people. And then above that, there's like a heart with a cross inside the heart. And like the plaque looks like a heart kind of too. I don't know, it's kind of cool. Also, recently there was this fire downtown that took out a pretty new, like only probably like a few months old, maybe a little longer, like an Indian curry restaurant. The fire took it out. And I never got to try it, so I was really sad. I really wanted to try the curry. I saw it before and was like, ooh, I should try that. But I walked by today, the location. And obviously it was pretty cleaned up. Like they demolished anything that was left after the fire. And it's just a cleared square space in the city. Like completely cleared out. You could never know what used to be there, what was there. There's nothing left besides the very obvious evidence and stone of previous civilizations. Literally stacked on top of each other are stones that are better than what we build with. They look better, they're bigger, they're stronger, last longer. That's what we have as our foundations across the entire city. The foundations are built on what I thought was limestone at first. I don't know if some of it is sandstone or other type of rock. But I can say that some of it is limestone. That's for sure. How much? I don't know. Could be the majority of it. I don't know what the stone is necessarily made out of in the bluff area that I live in. Because I live in a fucking crater. I'm not shitting you right now. I live in a fucking crater. It's insane. It's crazy. That dawned on me the other day. Is that where I'm at in the geographical sense, in the land around me and the shape it makes, what it is a fucking crater. I'm surrounded by bluffs of large mountains of rock that have been used as material for building things.